Thought I'd bring you guys along on some non-car related adventures. I guess it's still vehicle related because it's pretty much all I do in my life. Anyways, this weekend I'm going to go over to my buddy's property and we're going to do some camping, and I need to do a little bit of maintenance and fixing some things on my Scrambler 500, like fixing the four-wheel drive, making a rear rack for the chainsaw and the camping gear, and doing some fluid changes. I guess I could sharpen that blade and tighten it up, but I'm just gonna go grab a new one. The Homelight XL. This chainsaw has been the greatest little chainsaw. I think it's a 14-inch blade. Found this saw on the side of the road. It was in someone's trash pile, and literally put fuel in it and it fired right up. And I've never done anything to this chainsaw. Never sharpened the blades, never put a spark plug in it. I did have to get a primer bulb this year just because it dry rotted. Oh, that is a sloppy mess. Who wouldn't maintenance the chainsaw? Oh yeah, me. Enough fooling around here. Oh, that's tightening. There we go. Hashtag maintenance on none of my stuff. So that's not too hard to take that bar and chain off. Besides the massive amounts of oil and wood chips, it's pretty clean in there. What do you think that is? 5/8? Let's take a look at what a 10-plus-year-old spark plug looks like. That is not bad. Look at that. That's such a cute little spark plug. I used to run just straight motor oil in this thing. It was probably like, I don't know, 1-to-1. It would smoke out the whole front yard. Maybe that's why it's lived so long, is because of the high abuse. Just to give y'all a sneak peek, this is a front rack off of one of my buddy's four-wheelers. I think something like that. Walmart didn't have milk crates, but they did have Dr. Thunder. Got the oil for the four-wheeler and a new Wix filter. This stuff was more expensive than doing an oil change on some of my older trucks, but I sunk that in a pond and hydrolocked the motor, and it needs an oil change. Let's see if I actually bought the right chain. Looks like I did. There's that. Is it barely too short? Oh my God. It's like one tooth too short. What an idiot. Alright, well, she's not getting a new chain today. Did I even get the right spark plug? My luck? Probably not. They're about the same. Throw a dash of Carb Defender in there. Oh, oof, that was more than a dash. I just like running premix in my chainsaw, that way I don't have to think about it. Okay. Bar and chain oil in there. Oh God. I am just messing up all over today. Alright, that project's done. cut the plastic or to not cut the plastic. I'm gonna cut the plastic. All I did was do like a really terrible fish mouth right there. That way, when it goes onto this round tube, the square tube will be flush and I can weld it all the way around without a big gap. I know I don't really explain too much on my videos, so there's a little tech tip if you're fabbing stuff up at the house. Just flapper wheel or a grinder, make it fit the shape of the tube, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, this tube's pretty smashed in. It's flat on this side and bent in, and you just, with fabbing stuff up, you just gotta make it work and make it look the best you can. So, this piece is almost done, and I think this rack is almost done. Go for the 160-pound test. Oh, dude. I'm calling that good. Now I gotta figure out how to mount everything. Whew. Room I have on this rack. Got the cooler mounted, got the chainsaw mounted, pulled out my folding chair. Now I need to do something over here to fit the fuel and the oil and all my other gear, all the camping gear that I'm going to bring. The rack's a little small, but I mean overall it's going to work for what I want, and I don't go camping too terribly often, so I think this is going to work out perfectly. So for the rest of the night, I'm going to try to get all my camping gear organized. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the hubs to try to get the four-wheel drive back and grease all the joints and do an oil change. And this thing should be ready to go for this weekend. Sunk this thing in a pond. What do you think this thing looks like? Oh, that's not bad. Oh, she definitely needed an oil change. Let that drip for a minute. Let me put y'all right there. Oil filter. I'm assuming it's been a long time since I've done an oil change on this. I think we just take the mud flap loose, should be able to get to it. Oh yeah, all over the frame. When I first bought this four-wheeler, I put a Polaris filter on it and used Polaris oil. This time around, I didn't feel like ordering it, so I just went to the local parts store and got a Wix filter, which I like Wix filters. I think they do pretty good for how much I beat on my four-wheelers and cars and all that. Plugs in, filters in, let's fill it up with oil. High performance oil. Supposedly the same stuff. This is 550 weight. Perfect. I don't know which one doesn't have four-wheel drive. I took it out like 3 years ago. So we'll find out if I'm picking the right one. Oh, this dry as a bone. Wow. Guess I can't really tell with the wheel bearing in there, huh? These wheel bearings were new when I installed them, so I can't believe how worn down these pads are. There's almost nothing left. Throw this one back together, put fluid in it, and look at the other side. Ooh, it's a little dirtier than the other one. In just a second. Oh, right in the frickin' mud. Gross. And here is the clutch drive that I had taken apart. That way I could put this thing back together. So here is my new hub and clutch aperture right here. You can see that's the inner spline right there. The roller bearings aren't cut up, or no grooves, no bluing. We're gonna stab that back in there like that. Just like that. Take this bearing, this one's dirty. This one doesn't have much life left in it. How much abuse I can throw at this thing. Put a bearing right there. Clean as much dirt out as possible. That doesn't feel as bad as it did. Now I gotta, ugh. Yeah, I dropped that right in the dang dirt. So let me go grab some brake cleaner. This one's not terrible. Little discoloration, but nothing to write home about. Oh, those are Timken bearings. Man, I went all out. None of this stuff gets tightened down super tight. You see that? There's your fill plug for the oil for the hub. Do it upside down, that way no dirt falls in there. Oh, the nipples broke off this one. Should be a little stud that sticks out. Should be magnetic. It's missing. So that's probably where all the metal flakes went. This is just Polaris's angle drive fluid. Well, trying to get this four-wheel drive to work. The axle shafts spin, but the hubs don't engage. So I'm gonna put a voltmeter on these wires and make sure I'm getting 12 volts to those. That wire's broken right there. I just gotta reconnect it. Other than that, hopefully it's just the switch is dirty. Because if the switch is dirty, I'll just clean it and four-wheel drive will work again. There was no 12 volts going to the axle shafts. And then I unplugged this. We had 12 volts here, we had the ground continuity, and I jumped it to this third one, and we're getting 12 volts there. So it's got to be in the switch, so I'm going to take the switch apart and clean it, and hopefully that works. I haven't had four-wheel drive in like 3 years, so I'm kind of excited to have it back. Oh yeah, that's pretty grody in there. I'm going to scrub that out and clean it, and hopefully that fixes it. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty ridiculous. All right, we're going in the woods. Dude, that is flooded. Well, that didn't, it didn't shift. Dude. Oh my God. That's like 4 foot deep.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, that's where we usually camp. The canoe is underwater. This trail right here is the halfway point down the hill. Wow.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, you could say it rained a lot.
Oh, deer.
Where?
Down right there. We're just walking.
Where are we going? On this trail?
Yeah, we're just gonna go down to the big tree house, like I figured.
The condo?
Yeah.
As your dad calls it?
Yeah, I mean, we can camp under there or around there or something.
Well, we don't have four-wheel drive yet, but everything else seems fine. Never mind. Oh my damn! Wow. What an inconvenient. That was not as secure as I thought. This is gonna be a long night. Dude, I lost a bunch of stuff, so
oh, really?
I gotta go back. Oh, my God. Dude, that's like the wrong way. Sort of shit. Damn. I just got to go back and get all the pillows and.
Oh, really?
Dude, I hit that first bump and they all fell off.
Damn.
can't see it. So there's the condo. That's a 3-story treehouse if I've ever seen one. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. We can either camp on the knoll or camp here somewhere. It's up to you.
Well, here, let's put everything down and just hop on the 4-wheeler and we'll go look.
All right.
Oh God.